Not only will there be big favorites on the road in Miami, but there'll be a lot of Celtic fans there, or at least a good amount, and there'll be no atmosphere because those fans are front runners.
Yeah.
And they're not going to show up knowing they're going to get their butts kicked.
Always follow the money.
That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
The Celtics and Heat are playing in Game 2 of their series. This total now hovering around 202.5. Regular season totals this year, 217.5. Final score, 119-111. 225 in their second game, 143-110. 225 in their third game, that stayed under 110-106. Game 1 in this series was 210, stayed under 114-94. So they were playing with regular season totals between 217.5 and 225. Two of those went way over. And now we're down, if you go peak, we're down 23 points here. 22.5 points, depending on where you're looking at it with the book.
Mm-hmm.
Is that too big, way too big of an adjustment?
Yes. Well, and I know much has been made, well, not enough has been made, of how they completely changed how they're officiating games since the All-Star break. But this is, number one, it should be a blowout. Game 1, they led by 32. So you're not going to have a lot of intensity, and you're just going to have guys out there willy-nilly and playing in a blowout, and just you're not going to see much defense. The other thing is, it's just going to be bombs away. They shot 33s in the first half of Game 1. Celtics alone. So Spoelstra going to zone at them, and the Celtics, remember, they were up 32, so they took it easy. They took 49 threes in Game 1, but 30 at half, and knocked down 22 of them. So, as well as Hauser came in and played well, Pritchard gave you 8 points, but there's so many guys that can shoot threes. And if you're daring them to shoot and play in that zone because you're overmatched and undermanned, I think it's outrageous with the total. And it's just going to lead to no intensity and regular season basketball with a team that's up 30 and coasting and just ready to put this team away and blow them out, and we go on to Game 3.
Okay, so Pritchard tonight, if it is a blowout, then obviously a guy like Pritchard, someone like Hauser, they're going to get a lot of run in the spot. Pritchard is 7.5. Minus 112 to the over. Is that short enough of a number to think he's going to get enough shots, enough playing time here tonight that he'll...
I think he should. Yeah, he got 24 minutes in Game 1.
He's going to have a strong opportunity to get at least 8 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Yep. And the other thing is you want to look at stuff from Miami because Hero took 27 shots in that play-in game. That was with Butler, which was outrageous. I can't believe Butler played 3 quarters with that injury, by the way. But he's going to take a ton of shots. And Jaquez is so good. I can't believe he's not a Laker. They had him he was playing down the street for years, and the Lakers didn't take him. But that's another guy who's aggressive going to the basket, and he's going to get, I think, a ton of looks and points too.
So his point prop tonight is 14.5. I want to say, I was kind of traveling over the weekend. I did pay attention. I think, was it not 10.5 in Game 1 for Jaquez?
Sounds right.
I believe that was the number. He's got to be one of their go-to guys right now, right, on offense because of no Butler.
Yeah,
and now
very good player.
They bumped it up that much, a strong 4 points, I believe, from 10.5 to the current number right now, 14.5, minus 112, the way it looks to the over at DraftKings.
Last 5 games, 16, 21, 15, 18, and 20 points.
He's very skilled.
Mm-hmm.
Really polished.
Yeah, he
spent a lot of time at UCLA, was a go-to player for many years with that, and he came in and he shined as a rookie. Yeah, I think in other years, without Wembanyama and Holmgren, he would have had a really good chance to win Rookie of the Year.
And I like the bet that Will Hill gave out on air yesterday, Celtics at DraftKings to sweep, only $1.55. They're going to win tonight. They're a 15-point favorite, and then there'll be not only will there be big favorites on the road in Miami, but there'll be a lot of Celtic fans there, or at least a good amount, and there'll be no atmosphere because those fans are front runners.
Yeah.
And they're not going to show up knowing they're going to get their butts kicked. So much was made about the lack of all the empty seats and what happened when they played the Bulls. If they're down 2-0 and they get beat by 30 tonight, there's going to be no one there. And it's going to be, some Celtic fans making the trip too. So I like that bet too, that what he gave out, $1.50 to sweep. Which don't screw around, don't play with your food. On to the next round, let's go. And you're talking about the number 1 offense in NBA history based on the numbers.
Mm-hmm.